أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام أيها النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. Assalamu alaikum, peace and blessings. This is your brother Hamza Abdullah checking in once again on the Transition Remix. Doing my best to be not really your conductor. Allah is the conductor on this train, but just doing my best to help you as someone who's maybe rode the train before. So just talking to you and just guiding you along the sites. Hey, these are the stops. This is where you can get off and you can enjoy this. Bi-idhnillah ta'ala, with Allah's permission. And so right now we're on step 5, evaluating your overall health. We covered the mental health tank, the spiritual health tank, the emotional health tank, the physical health tank. And then yesterday we covered the sleep and the fun health tank. And these 3 next health tanks are the halal health tanks, the 3 halal health tanks. Halal, 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 which means good, 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 and only good, or pure, 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 and only the purity. These are the nutrition health tanks, the financial health tank, and the sexual health tank. These 3 health tanks are so very important during our transition. So very important during our transition. And it has to be halal. It has to be good, like nutritional. When we think of nutrition or good nutrition, we may think of Brussels sprouts and broccoli. We think of drinking water, and we think of, maybe chicken breast and asparagus. But what about the sounds that we were listening to? What about the people that we were hanging around? What about the energy that we're receiving or what we're watching on television? All of this is a part of nutrition. And so it's so very important while we're in this transition that we understand and we're mindful of what we're ingesting. What nutrition am I taking in? Because if I'm doing my best, this is the beautiful month of Ramadan. So I'm fasting during the day. So my body is absent of its basic necessities as far as food. But I'm getting nourished somehow, some way. That's why we're still able to move and groove. So if I'm fasting all day, but I'm listening to something negative in my ear, or I'm around a negative person, or I'm watching something negative, we'll wonder why we have a stomach ache. Like, I haven't even eaten anything and I have a stomach ache. It's possibly because we're digesting or ingesting something that's negative for us. That's bad for us. That's even haram for us. That is forbidden. And so it's very important that we pay attention to our nutrition during our transition, making sure that it is halal. And the second one is financial. So again, we're fasting, we're purifying our body, we're doing our best to eat right and be around good people. But our finances are so very important as far as, where am I getting this money from? If I'm robbing and stealing and cheating, it's probably not going to be a great way for me to transition. And unfortunately, when someone is going through transition, when we're going through transition, most of the time we've lost an income or a sustainable income. So now we're going to get another income. And it's very important that we take that pause, we take that break in step 2 during the transition, especially when going from one workplace to another, that we don't try to get rich quick. Man, Hamza, I got this. Man, all you got to do is front me 5,000 and I can flip this bird and I can do X, Y, and Z. That stuff's not just in the movies. That stuff is real life. But we have the opportunity to say, hey, you know what? Fast money ain't good money, or all money ain't good money. I'm going to do my best. I know I just got laid off, or I know I just got fired from my job, or I know I quit. I said, hey, I'm not going to do this anymore. I know that Allah is going to provide. I know that I'm doing everything in my power to have a halal income, have a good income, have a pure income. Because money comes with energy. The money that you have, the money that you spend, the money that you bring in, it brings along that energy. So we want all good energy, especially with our finances, because you'll notice that sometimes you get some money and soon as it hits your wallet, something bad happens. You got to pay for something. You got to do this, or you got to do that. Well, most likely that money might have had some negative energy or the energy that says, hey, we can't stay here. And this doesn't belong to you. It belongs to someone else. So may Allah protect us and protect our finances. And then the last one is sexual. It's so very important when we're in transition, when we're going from one relationship to the next, or we're going to one job to the next, or we have something happen, we're transitioning. It's so very important that we don't try to mask our pain in sexual relationships. That's so very important. Hey, man, this makes me feel good. But then you've used someone else during the transition. This is your transition period. And then now someone else has the negative effects of your transition. And we don't want to do anybody like that, because that's not who we are. That's not who you are as an individual. That's not what you want to represent, that, that we're using someone. And you say, oh man, but she was there for me, or he was there for me. But maybe they wanted to be there just as a friend. Maybe they wanted to connect with you. But if we're going through this transition, again, transition is difficult. And sometimes we just want to be whole. We just want to feel like we're loved. But that sexual relationship in that transition could be devastating. It could be devastating. Feel that hurt, feel that pain. Go to the emotion wheel and say, hey man, this is how I'm feeling today. This is how I'm feeling today. I can hit this person up, I can text them and they can come over and we can do what we do. And then what? Then you look in the mirror and you're like, dang, why did I do that? And she's driving back home, or he's driving back home like, man, I'm not doing that. No. His energy is off, or her energy is off. It's difficult, man. Transition is difficult. I'm telling you, trust me, transition is difficult. And it's lonely and it's painful. But there's light at the end of the tunnel. There's light at the end of that tunnel. That's why these 3 health tanks, nutrition, finance, and sexual, man, if you can hold on to those, if you can really protect those, you protect your nutrition, you protect your finances, you protect your sexual energy, your sexual health, man, your transition is going to be that much better. It's going to be that much more fruitful. Because now when you come up out of the transition, now you're not trying to erase anything. You're not trying to like, dang, man, I'm transitioning, but I'm 100 pounds heavier. I've been eating nasty. I'm transitioning, but I stole money from a dude. I owe this dude $30,000. Or you transitioning and you messed up a home. You sliding in somebody's DM, going behind somebody's back, trying to get somebody's wife, trying to get someone's husband, trying to get someone's boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever it is. But in our transition, it's so very important to do a lot of the internal work, to look in that mirror and say, I'm here, and be with yourself. You're not alone. There are people that want to help you and serve you, and groups and organizations and mentors. We already talked about that. God is with you, of course. So that sense of loneliness, and I just want to get out of this loneliness. No, you're in that position. There's a difference between isolation and solitude. There's a difference between isolation and solitude. Isolation is what feels like prison. But your transition is not isolation, it's solitude. It's for us to take that time to ourselves to say, hey, you know what? I'm going to be better. I'm going to get closer to Allah. I'm going to get closer to my Lord. I'm going to get closer to my goals. So with the Allah's permission, that's what we're on today. We're on the 3 halal tanks. And what we want to do is that nutritional health tank. Ask yourself, what level is my nutritional health tank at? What level is my nutritional health tank? From 1 to 10. Excuse me. From 1 to 10, with 1 being completely empty or 0 being completely empty, to 10 being just full. Like, my nutrition is so great, man. I'm eating all halal food. Man, I'm eating my green leafy vegetables. Man, I'm breaking fast. I'm getting my water, my coconut water, my pickle juice, my cucumbers, my watermelons. I'm getting it in. Where are you at with your nutrition? And if you feel like, man, I've been eating terrible, I've been feeling even worse after I break my fast, I'm eating too much, or I'm not eating enough, there's not enough colors on my plate. Well, what can we do right now? Go talk to your husband, go talk to your wife, talk to your children, talk to your parents, say, hey, tonight for iftar, I think I'm just going to do a salad. Or tomorrow for suhoor, I'm just going to eat, I'm just going to eat some cucumbers and some watermelon. Whatever you feel can get you to that next level. And this is a place in a space where a mentor will help out so much. A nutritionist or a dietitian. There's a great sister on Instagram. I think her tag is Fit for Allah, and she has some great videos about nutrition, great videos about remaining fit, nutritiously, and then, of course, physical fitness and health and wellness. So may Allah bless her and increase her in all that is good and accept from her. So that's maybe a person that you can reach out to. I believe her tag is Fit for Allah. And then second is the financial health. How did you earn it and how did you spend it? Your income, your expenses, your budget. I know with Ramadan, it goes up and down, left and right. We're doing our best to give charity. We have some other expenses. Maybe we're sponsoring an iftar, all these different things. So we're doing our best to purify our wealth. Well, now let's look at how we're bringing that wealth in. Ask Allah to give us only halal income, only. Ya Allah, bless me with what I am needing, what suffices, what will help me to worship you in the best of ways, to be a strong believer, where I can be of service, where I can worship you in the best ways, in the best place, on the best days, where when someone is in need, then I can be the one that can serve them, where I can serve and protect my family, where I can build a system of succession to where even when I am gone, there are people that I've been supporting and helping that they're still able to carry on. So what level is your financial health tank on? From 1 to 10. Wherever it's at, bi'idhnillah ta'ala, with Allah's permission, we can improve. We can get that guidance. We can get that financial strength coach. People like Earn Your Leisure. Earn Your Leisure has a great platform, and they're just giving you just small bits and pieces. They have a university. They have a children's class. Sheikh Joe Bradford. I don't know what Sheikh Joe Bradford's Instagram is, but he has some great tips about purifying your wealth and creating a halal income. So these are things that we can do right now with Allah's permission. Then, of course, sexually, the halal sexual health tank. Where are we at right now? Am I right with Allah? And when I go to bed, do I feel good about my partner who's laying next to me? And if you don't know, just ask Allah. Just ask Allah. Ya Allah, my partner, my spouse, who I'm going to bed with, are they halal for me? Does this bring me closer to you, Ya Allah? Ya Allah? Ya Allah, show me a clear sign and make it easy for me. And make it easy for us. That if it is not halal, if it is haram, then Ya Allah, bless it to be halal for us. Bless us to have a halal relationship, a halal connection. Make it easy for us and make it clear to us and increase us in it. And you look over at your spouse and you say, hey, this person in my bed, the person I'm going to bed with, are they getting me closer and closer to my goals in this life and the next? Are they getting me closer and closer to Allah? Are they getting me closer and closer to my business goals? Are they getting me closer and closer to my family goals? Are they getting me closer and closer to who I want to be as a person, as a woman, as a man? Are they helping me to get there? Because we're partners. So we're building together. Are we building together? Are we laying bricks together? Or am I laying a brick and then she's taking it away? Or she's laying a brick and I'm taking it away? May Allah forgive us and protect us and increase us in all that is good. This is where we're at right now. And ask yourself, well, what level is my health tank at right now, my sexual health tank? Well, we can only fill that health tank with halal means. All of our health tanks can only be filled with halal, with the good. Whenever something haram goes in there, then it puts a hole in it. It puts a hole in it. You're like, man, but it's sex. Okay, well, You go to the gas station and you pull up to the gas station and you use that green nozzle. Put that green nozzle in the same gas tank. It comes from the same place. And you tell me how, and then you go drive, take a road trip, take a long road trip, and let's see how far you go. I don't think that'd be a good idea. Actually, we know it won't be a good idea. And then guess what has to happen? You have to take that car to a specialist. They have to drain your entire gas tank. They have to clean out the fuel injector and all these different things. Then they have to replace it with the good fuel. They have to let it run out, and then they fill it up again. And that's a very expensive and lengthy process. The same thing has to happen with our sexual health tank. If we've succumbed in, if we've just been engulfed in the haram sexual activity, we got to do the same thing. Number one, we recognize it. Hey, I need to go to the shop. Hey, Allah, forgive me. Allah, separate us in the best of ways and bless this to be halal for me. It comes from the same place. Okay, this is a haram relationship. Okay, Allah, how can bless it to be halal? What can we do? What are the means to get there? Go to a specialist. Go to a counselor. Go to an imam that is skilled in marital relationships. Say, hey, how can we make this halal to where we're right with Allah? What can we do so that we can continue to fill our sexual health tank in the proper way? It's coming from the same source, but now we're right with Allah. How can we do that? So what level is your sexual health tank at right now, from 1 to 10? Well, whatever level it is, with Allah's permission, we can increase it. And let's say we are married, been married for 10 years, 12 years, 15 years, 20 years, but my sexual health tank is at a 0 or a 1. Well, we have sex, but there's no intimacy. Well, this is where a sexual health coach comes in, an intimacy coach. This is where you as an individual look at yourself and say, hey, what am I contributing to this lack of sexual health in our relationship? And then talking and discussing with our partner to say, hey, this is how I'm feeling. On a scale of 1 to 10, I feel like my sexual health is this. And again, just I statements. Going to your partner, hey, from 0 to 10, my sexual health tank is at a 2. And I feel like we're not having enough intimacy. But maybe we're having too much sex to where it's not special. It's not. I don't feel that light. I don't feel that that this is a form of worshiping Allah. I just feel like we're just doing it to do it. Whatever it is, this is where being open and honest with your partner, with your spouse, asking Allah for guidance, and then seeking out help, seeking out counsel. There are imams, there are brothers, there are sisters, there are coaches, there are therapists. There are all these teachers out there that want to help you. And again, halal, in a halal manner. Say, hey, I need help. I need help. So going back again, with Allah's permission, we're on the 3 halal health tanks. And all of them must be halal, but these 3 in particular. Nutritional. Where is your nutritional health tank? What level? From 1 to 10. How is your nutrition? And is it halal? The second one is finance. Where are your finances? Do we have healthy finances? Do we have a halal finance? If not, then what can we do right now to improve on those finances? And then, of course, the last one is sexual. So nutritional, financial, and sexual. Halal, halal, halal. Halal, halal, halal. That's the only way to fill these tanks. The only way to improve on our health, it has to be halal. And we ask Allah to bless us with a halal relationship, with a halal home, with halal nutrition, with halal finances, with halal sexual intercourse with our spouse, with our partner. So that everything that we think, say, and do is a form of worship. So that when we go to our spouse, alhamdulillah, Allah is rewarding us for that. And I will leave you with this, with Allah's permission. I'll leave you with this hadith. And this is the 40th hadith of Imam al-Nawawi. May Allah be pleased with him and have mercy on him. And this is the 10th hadith. On the authority of Abu Hurairah, radiallahu anhu, the Messenger of Allah, sallallahu alayhi wasallam, said, Allah the Almighty is good and accepts only that which is good. And verily Allah has commanded the believers to do that which He has commanded the messengers. So the Almighty has said, O you messengers, eat of the tayyibat, all kinds of halal legal foods, and perform righteous deeds. And the Almighty has said in Surah 23, Ayah 51, the Al-Mu'minun, the believers, O you who believe, eat of the lawful things that we have provided you. In Surah Al-Baqarah, Surah 2, Ayah 172, then he, sallallahu alayhi wasallam, mentioned the case of a man who, having journeyed far, is disheveled and dusty, and who spreads out his hands to the sky, saying, O Lord, while his food is haram, his drink is haram, his clothing is haram, and he has been nourished with haram. So how can his supplication be answered? Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. Ya Allah, forgive us and protect us and bless us to only digest and ingest that which pleases you, Ya Allah, that which is halal. And so with Allah's permission, we're working on the 3 halal health tanks: nutritional, financial, and sexual. Halal, halal, halal. Nutritional, financial, sexual. Halal, halal, halal. On a scale of 1 to 10, where are you at nutritionally? On a scale of 1 to 10, where are you at financially? On a scale of 1 to 10, where are you at sexually? Wherever you're at, we can stand to improve. Wherever we're at, we can stand to seek guidance and seek a mentor, seek a therapist, seek a coach. There are so many brothers and sisters that are out there like just wanting to serve, because maybe when they were coming up, they didn't see a nutritional health coach. They didn't see a financial health coach. They didn't see a sexual health coach. So there are many brothers and sisters out there. And if you're one of these people that can help people with halal nutrition, halal finance, and halal sexual relationships with their spouse, then please share this information. Share with everyone. All these WhatsApp groups that Muslims have, like these 3 things, like let's put some nutritionists in there. At the masjid, there should be a nutritionist right there. Hey, let me help you out. There should be a financial guru right there, a mentor. Hey, let me help you out. There should be a sexual health coach, an intimacy coach. Hey, let me help you out. And in the event that, hey, you're still struggling and things like that, there are a number of different books on these topics. For sexual health tank, it starts with intimacy. There's a book, of course, The 5 Love Languages by Dr. Gary Chapman, I believe is his name. Finances. There's a few good books. Inshallah, I'll put them in the description. And then nutritional. I think there's like Eating Like the Prophet ﷺ or Prophetic Foods. I think that's a good one. I can't remember the author. But there's some books in there, inshallah. We can find them. We can share them with each other and ask Allah to accept this effort from us. This is the beautiful month of Ramadan. This is the month that Allah has decreed that this is the best and blessed month. This is the month of fasting. This is the month of the Quran. This is the month of forgiveness. This is the month of mercy. This is the month of transition. It's also the month of miracles. So what miracle are you asking Allah for? What miracle are you working for? What miracle are you consistently applying to your life to say, this is my miracle, this is my miracle? Well, again, I thank you and I appreciate you for allowing me this opportunity to communicate and connect with you. I ask Allah to forgive me for my shortcomings and mistakes. And anything that I said that was good is from Allah, and anything that I said that was not is strictly from myself. And I ask you to forgive me. Your dear brother, Hamza Abdullah, just doing my best. And then on a personal note, I was sitting after Fajr today, and it just hit me that everything that we are doing, everything that we've done, everything that you've seen the Abdullah brothers do, my brother Hussein and myself, we're just doing it for Allah. Like, we are literally doing it just seeking Allah's face, seeking Allah's pleasure. And this morning it just hit me. It was just like, Allah, just accept this from us, please. Like, that's it. It's been 10 years since we went on the Ramadan road tour. It's been 10 years since we went for Hajj. And out of all of it, we've done the Community Fitness Day, inshallah, on Friday night at Tumbleweed Park. We're going to be having another Community Fitness Day, a worship through workout with Allah's permission. So please sign up. Go to probigbros.com to sign up and register. But all this is for Allah. Like, that's it. And I just ask Allah to accept it. Even this right now, just talking about transition is like, I'm just sharing with you some things that I've been pondering on. That's it. And I pray that it is accepted from Allah. I pray that it is of benefit to our brothers and sisters who need it. But ultimately, I just pray that it is accepted. And I ask Allah to accept all of your deeds. I ask Allah to accept all of our ibadat. I ask Allah to accept all of our prayers, all of our standing, all of our fasting. I ask Allah to accept our intentions that when we wanted to do something good and we didn't follow through. I ask Allah that He accepts that time we wanted to do something negative and we didn't follow through because we remembered Allah. And so we ask Allah to forgive us for our shortcomings and mistakes and increase us in all that is good. And thank you. Thank you for allowing me this opportunity to share with you some of my thoughts. May Allah bless us with halal nutrition, halal finances, and halal sexual relationships with our spouse, bi'idhnillah ta'ala, with Allah's permission. Jazakallah khair again, episode 17. We're getting close. We're getting close. Follow along at Transition Remix on Instagram. Bi'idhnillah ta'ala, we'll see you soon. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.